So now that I have a little kid playing soccer, I've been really thinking about my experience and journey as a player when I was playing. And one of the things that came to my mind was the conversations I had with my parents after games. And this could have make or break kind of my experience and how much fun I had or didn't have fun playing soccer. I remember after a game that I did not play particularly well, and my dad asked me, well, what went well? And I came up with a thing, and then he kind of went along. He's like, what effort did you put in? How can you improve? And I discussed maybe giving more effort on certain areas. And at the end of the conversation, he goes, well, regardless of the outcome, I really enjoyed watching you play. And I just looked back at that reference of my conversation with him after a game that I was pretty unhappy with, and how it just made me reflect on the game and then where I was as a player, and it helped my journey come along. I never got yelled at for playing poorly in the game. Instead, it was, what can you do better? So now that I have a little kiddo, I've been thinking about that a lot, and I think that's the way that I plan on discussing games after. Hey, with season starting up and being in the full swing of things with school, thought I'd discuss maybe creating some good habits that you can do with your kids to keep them less stressed and more organized throughout the week. One thing that I'd recommend doing is maybe sitting down on a Sunday evening and discussing what schoolwork needs to be done and then when training sessions are throughout the week, and kind of coming up with a plan for that week to execute. And you can do this every Sunday just to help create that habit that can follow them through the rest of their life. I wanted to share something from a coach's perspective. About this time of year, we have a lot of parents kind of bribing their kids with money for goals. There can be a side effect that's pretty negative on this, and just coming from the coach, I wanted to kind of share it. One being is that's a bit of an uncontrollable for that player, and it might add extra stress on them. What I mean by uncontrollable is the coach might be playing them as an outside back, and they might not have the opportunity to score. Another negative effect could be they might put the result of scoring with their success and improvement. So they might be improving drastically and doing really, really good things, but if they don't score in that game, they might kind of make that correspondent with, oh, I'm not very good. So it can be a bit of a negative effect from bribing kids with money for scoring goals.